Welcome back to another episode of the film Diaries. Today we are doing Wuthering Heights.
I agree.
You might love like slander names in it, so I've come up with a couple other ones.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Wuthering Heights. I only got to three because it's not easy. Wuthering Heights. Quivering cheeks.
It don't even rhyme.
I know quivering cheeks. I think quivering cheeks is better than
Quivering cheeks.
I think that's really good. But I stole this other one. Is Withering White.
I saw that one too. I saw that one. White. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, because the whole cast is supposed to be not the whole cast. They whitewashed the cast, pretty much. So yeah, today we are reviewing Wuthering Heights. Josh's favorite movie, and Josh picked this movie for film of the year. So
yeah, I did actually. Yeah,
says a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of your hosts today. We forget to intro ourselves, so we should. Guys, I watched Malcolm X.
Yeah.
No more law. No more law. It's time to grow up. It's time to grow. It's time to grow up. So I'm your host, Sheto. There you go. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, I'm your other co-host, Joshua. That's my real name. So yeah.
I'm the final co-host, Doc O. Penny.
Because at the end of the day, you're still Doc. You know what I mean? Yeah. So but yeah, that's the gang. That's Kentish. That's us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're on Spotify, leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts real quick. Like, just quickly note down in comments. Apple Music. No, is that Apple Music? You can't comment. Apple Music. Just give us a rating or share it or just carry on listening. Who cares? And if you're on YouTube, just like, please, because it helps.
Follow.
We're doing well. So we're trying to push ourselves out there, and all our other socials will pop up as well. So follow us on there. And yeah, enough talking. Let's get into the review of Wuthering Heights. Does anybody want to set it off?
I'll give a bit of context. So yeah, Emerald Fennell's adaptation of Wuthering Heights, also known for Saltburn, very polarizing film. And yeah, this was another take on the classic novel. There was a lot of talk about the casting, as we'll probably get into. But yeah, guys, what are your let's talk about thoughts just at the cinema, or if you didn't watch in the cinema, wherever you watched it. I'm not going to say anything where you watched it. I'm not trying to bait you man out, but yeah, man, thoughts. post watch thoughts. Let's call it that. Post watching thoughts.
Post watch thoughts. I don't know if I could do post watch thoughts because while I was watching it,
oh no,
and I know I've had a lot to say about this movie.
Oh no,
I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh, Fez?
I genuinely didn't think it was that bad.
Fez?
As a movie alone, I think it was okay. Did I like the movie? No. Did I like the writing? Not as much.
Mhm.
Did I like what I was watching, like what I was seeing visually? Yeah. I didn't like the casting, all that kind of stuff. I didn't like any of that.
Yeah.
But as a movie standalone, I did quite enjoy it. I was actually engaged, and I was surprised that I was pretty engaged. But a lot of but towards the end, I was just getting annoyed because I was just like, it's very silly. Like I don't like what I'm watching. But the start, and there was a couple scenes. There was like a score when they were showing Kathy's room, and there was like a piano scene. And honestly, that was like probably the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah.
Because I know it's just the audio at the back, the score at the back, and then just what I was watching, the coloring, everything just looked really nice. But yeah, I didn't think it was that bad of a movie. I was engaged.
Yeah.
But everything outside of the movie, the writing, the whole plot, wasn't a fan of. But I was engaged, I will say.
Okay, that's fair. Me personally, yeah, like Shutter said, it's not a bad film, but one thing that I didn't really like was, I'm not sure if this is like a Hollywood thing, but like their definition or their vision of love, what love is supposed to look like.
Mm.
I feel like they kind of, as we say, spoon fed us that, oh, love is like just this attraction, like where they can't get off each other.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not accurate depiction of love. Literally, bro, for half the film they're making out. Like, bro, again, like we get it, you're in love.
Mm.
But I didn't really feel like, oh, these people will like do anything for each other. Even though
Yeah.
like what's his name? He said like, oh, I'll kill for you, something like that.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like that.
Mm.
So that was my main problem with the film.
Mm.
Mm.
Um, I was
Quickly,
gonna
because
go on.
I got sorry quickly because like Larry said, I also agree with that.
Mm.
And I feel like that's where a lot of people might not like the movie as much, is because in obviously if you compare it to the book it talks about social commentary, all that kind of stuff. I don't really know much, but from what people have been saying, like it talks about race, class, all that kind of stuff. But this doesn't talk about anything about that,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's where the movie it doesn't have any substance.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Literally.
Mm.
It's very flat. Like Larry said, like he's saying that I will kill for you, but like we're not seeing anything. We're not seeing. You're just hearing stuff. Like there's no, there's no action. Like you're just talking,
Mm.
and it's just it didn't feel. I didn't feel nothing. Like and when like when he was riding on the horse, it's just so cringe. I just felt so cringe. I was like he was just screaming. And again, and why I had a problem with this movie from the start, and
Yeah.
I knew that it wouldn't be a good movie, is when, and I said it, I saw a TikTok earlier that said, "Oh, what kind of genre of movie do you not like?" And my kind of genre that I don't like is when when the actor is bigger than the movie, when you could just see that they're only here because they need to promote this movie.
Mm.
And that's why I kind of, even with like Marty Supreme, where I kind of just like lost the enjoyment of Marty Supreme, was because I realized that they're only making this movie just to get awards. And that's why I feel like the brothers even fell out. That's the topic for another day. But is with this movie, that's where I have the problem, where I didn't even know the context of that they've whitewashed a character. I didn't know that at all. I didn't even know this was like an actual book. But
Me
from
too.
looking in, I'm seeing two characters, very attractive characters, all that kind of stuff, and they're in a rom com, all that kind of. I can see in between. I'm like, no, this is not going to be anything with substance, and that's why from the start I was like, bro, ain't nobody care about Wuthering Heights, bro. So yeah,
He's a
that's my point.
visionary, low key. Yes,
Uh,
that'd be a
I was gonna say the best way I can describe this film is like I had a plate of food, but like I still felt empty. Like my bowl was like empty. Like I left the cinema. You know, I was in the cinema. You know, obviously this is like a film probably quite would be popular with women, isn't it? Like in my
Yeah.
cinema, a lot of women.
Mm.
The film ended, credits rolled. I looked to my left, women crying. I looked to my right, there's another woman crying. But I thought I was like, okay, maybe because
What
I'm a guy.
what were their races, sorry?
Sorry,
What were their races?
for white, of course.
No, that's just,
Bro,
I
I
just need to.
genuinely looked back. One woman was like, I was like, okay, man, okay. But yeah, man, the film, and I don't know if this is like I feel like it's kind of a common theme with cinema in general. The film looks good, and I feel like
Mm.
sometimes directors kind of get caught up in the aesthetics rather than the actual like meat of the film, the substance, like what the film is trying to say about something, and yeah, the casting, like obviously it's an adaptation. Yeah, you can adapt
Mm.
things, you can change things, but I still feel like with Frankenstein, you gotta keep like specific themes. I feel like you have to keep. You can't just. I feel like you can't just
Rewrite the
completely
whole.
like deviate or rewrite things. I feel like you have to keep like specific things, and because obviously he's not. Heathcliff is cast as a white man, and he's not really sticking to the theme that he was a dark skinned guy. The theme of race and how other people, how Kathy's father looked at him, it's kind of you don't really get that from the film because you can't really
It's
see how
lost.
he's feeling. He's just a white guy,
Mm.
so you can't really see how he would feel in that moment. So yeah, I just feel like I was bombarded with like just grandiose sets, looks, colors, but I just still felt like I was not like fed. I was just left feeling quite like empty. I felt like the film's quite hollow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's literally how I felt about that.
Interesting. I actually do agree, but I don't know. I don't know. I did actually quite enjoy it. Like, it was just a couple of scenes that just felt cringe. That was the only thing. Like, I just felt quite cringe, and that's why I kind of compare it, because I was even thinking after I watched it, I was like, why did I prefer this over something like The Conclave? Like, I would actually rewatch this over The Conclave, and because the Conclave actually tries to listen before. The Conclave actually tries to give ideas and give some substance, but this movie doesn't. So you don't expect that. Like, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, the Conclave actually tries to do something, but they do it poorly. But this one, there's nothing. There's no substance. So it's just I'm just watching something, and that's why I kind of just was more engaged. Now I didn't get annoyed as much. I just felt like the acting was poor, and even with the acting as well. If you did, I don't know if anyone realized, but Jacob Elordi didn't have many lines. And why do you think that's? Because his accent was fucking shit. Bro,
Nah, you're doing that. You were bad.
it was bad.
No.
It was bad.
That's why his character is not supposed to talk much, because his English is not supposed to be great.
Well, when the boy was, can you hear that? Anyway, sorry. Wow, this mic is really good. But when they were younger, he was talking, bro. And isn't that supposed to be where his like development is? Like, if you're a quote unquote slave from that age, servant or whatever he was, he's not supposed to be talking as much. So how has he got older and digressed? That wouldn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? So that's why I felt like he didn't have much dialogue, because he couldn't give those lines properly.
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
That's fair.
I
thought
mean,
it was really bad. I thought it was really bad. Like, when he was shouting, I'm just like, bro, he literally had about one line every scene.
I mean, to be fair, he did disappear for like half the film. Like, he wasn't there for half of the film, so.
I wouldn't say half, but
okay, not half, but yeah. But
a good 10 minutes. But yeah,
I think I could notice a bit. Like, he's like, obviously, because the young Heathcliff is actually from Liverpool, innit? But obviously Jacob Lord is Australian, so it's gonna be. I don't think it stuck out to me. I feel like I not brushed it, but I just didn't notice it. So maybe I didn't think it was that bad. But yeah, I feel like the film is just like this. The film is obviously it's targeted to women that have read the book. In my opinion, I've read the book because the actual director said she wanted to adapt this film based on how she read the film when she was like 14, I think, and then she adapted it with her version of how she read it.
But I don't think it was targeted for people that read the book, though.
Okay, sorry, not people that read the book, but how do I say it?
Gen Z. I just think it's just targeted.
Yeah, Gen I feel like this is Gen Z.
Not our Gen Z. Early. Are they Generation X?
Oh, it is our Gen Z, bro. It definitely is our Gen Z.
Well, really, us?
Yes, bro.
I'm thinking like, are we in the same bracket as 18-year-olds?
Yeah.
We're the same bracket as them.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't lie. We're not the same as them, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I think it's like 2000s to like 2010s. I think. Yeah. But I think it's...
No, I feel like, no, that difference is stark.
Yeah, very stark.
Because think there will be 16, 17.
No, but you're thinking age. We're just thinking like mentally. Yeah. Bro. Like, what's this movie? Is it like a 15 or something?
Ooh, good point. Probably 15.
So like all them 16-year-olds, they can all watch this. Like, it's still okay.
Probably like a 15.
Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it's targeted to the young audience and the deluded ones. But yeah. But like you said, what's her name?
Margot.
What's the woman's name?
Margot Robbie.
the one that
Emerald Fennell.
Emerald
Emerald Fennell.
Fennell, yeah. So there's two things. I saw a little article and said that someone said that she's a spearhead for what's the word? We've been talking about it, Larry. Literacy. What's the word? What is the word?
Intellectualism.
Yeah, something like that. But it's like literacy. Like I can't remember what the word is. A literacy crisis.
Oh.
She's the spearhead for a literacy crisis, and it actually comes at the perfect time because remember that whole Shrek thing that was going on about the cautionary tale.
Yes, I did.
It's almost the same thing. Like how have you read this and got this?
And got
Like,
that,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
It makes no sense. It actually makes no sense. And from someone that's not even like read the book but have seen other people, it's very fair what they're saying. But I also saw a comment which I found interesting. I'll ask. We'll turn into a question. Someone said, "I think I saw someone say that the reason why the title was in quotations on it was because her daydream about the book. It was her daydream about the book, and putting herself in the position of yearning for a servant man like the book. So essentially, it's her interpretation of everything. And I think that's quite bad. Because essentially, she made this movie. But it's also interesting because do all directors make movies in their own eyes, in their own interpretation? But how has she got it so wrong? I don't know. To me, it just feels a bit selfish.
That's
like, she actually
literally how I feel. That's literally how I feel.
Yeah. Like she literally made this whole thing just because of how she interpreted it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, I'm thinking like Oppenheimer. Like whoever directed Oppenheimer, like imagine like they were reading comic books, but I don't know, at the end of the day, Captain America comes and saves you know what I mean? Like imagine that. That's how I that's kind of how I see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think? Like do you think it was selfish? Or?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of just I'm not sure what the right word is, but you're stepping on what the writer of the book has done, and like you're almost spitting on it and saying, "Oh, my version is better." Like, look at my version. But as we can see from this film, it's nowhere near, and it sucks. I hate to say it. It's not a good adaptation. I haven't read the book, but I know it can't be as bad as what I watched.
Yeah, but I mean, why I think I actually got the quote when she was asked about casting a white actor. She said, "You can only make the movie that you sort of imagined yourself when you read it." So that in itself, I feel like and it even asks a bigger question onto like she gets to make this film. If you even look at the context of her as a person, I think she's from like a well-off family. Like she's like hella rich.
Yeah, she sounds quite.
Yeah, her name's Emerald, bro. Like, but yeah, she's from a well-off family. She's got to make this film, and like the main talking point is obviously that casting decision, and that casting decision to me, I feel like if it was done properly, you'd understand more of Heathcliff's motives, and I feel like his motives for me, I don't really not understand them, but I don't really resonate or not resonate, like feel like what he was feeling. I couldn't really see his like line of thinking, his motives. But I just feel like if maybe that was dealt with properly, maybe they casting director actually looked for maybe something that looked more as like the book's description. Maybe your guy Sheto, Dev. But
yeah, everyone keeps saying that. I wouldn't even want him in this movie. I'm even thinking like, how do you go back? Like, how do you come back from this? Like, you've acted in this movie. No, honestly, how you've acted in this movie and you've seen everyone hate it.
To be fair, I don't think the actors I don't think the actors really not care, but I don't think it's really much on them because in their eyes, they are acting what they've been given, so they can't change. They can give like opinions on what to change, like little things, but they can't change the main themes of this whole script. Like it's already been written.
But it's still in your CV. That's also what I'm thinking.
That is true. It could be a stain.
It's still it could be a bit of a stain in your CV.
You got paid though. That's what it matters.
True.
So that's the most important thing.
Is it all about money? Yeah, is that all about?
Well, essentially, at the end of the day, it is, Was it okay for someone that hasn't watched Saltburn? I know Larry likes Saltburn, so
You the hell said I liked it?
I thought Larry likes.
Yeah, what's so
No.
much?
No, bro. Do I look like a man?
Really? Really?
Come on, bro. No.
I don't know.
I can't remember who put me on. I think it's Josh. It might have been you, you know.
Yeah, it was Josh. I remember.
I mean,
because he kept pestering everyone to watch it.
Huh?
I was like, what did he just make me watch?
Yeah,
I was shocked. It's a good film, but it's crazy.
Yeah, it's shock. And I feel like in this film as well, I feel like this film tries to be like quite erotic. Like it was kind of baiting. I feel like it was kind of baiting the audience, but I don't think there was any. Not saying you need nudity, but there was no nudity. I didn't really feel like. I feel like they tried to do a bit too like freaky stuff, but it wasn't really that. Like it was like fake. It was a fake. It was a fake. It was a facade. Like it wasn't
Guys,
really.
you hungry, man.
No, not even. But I feel like the film tries to be something, but it's not. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's fair.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, like you said, the movie is supposed to be erotic, but the actual book isn't. It's a lot darker, and I felt like this. It tried to be edgy, but it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
And they probably took some inspiration from Euphoria, because he almost like plays the same character when he's with Isabel. He literally plays the same character. So yeah, I was not feeling it at all. Some of the characters, I wasn't feeling any character. I just felt every decision just felt stupid. Every consequence didn't feel like it meant anything. And maybe they could have like done better. Like, okay, if she's having an affair, like they could. I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't sneaky enough. Like, it was like, oh shit, they might get caught. I mean, like, it wasn't. There was no.
You're doing it in the open.
It was just nothing. I felt nothing. I saw nothing. There was about like 3 locations. What was the budget for this movie? I'm getting angry now. Just thinking about it.
Bro, it must have been, but that crazy budget.
Yeah, because I think all the budget just went on the actors.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, 100.
Because there was 3 locations.
Yeah, that was
His house, the Wuthering Heights place, and then the little open sea thing they kept running into. Honestly, bro. Nah, this was this get me angry even thinking about it. I actually enjoyed it. That's the worst part. Like, I actually quite enjoyed it. The cinematography was really nice. The color grade was really nice. Honestly, if I could show you the scene, I'll show you after the scene I'm talking about. Honestly, it's so good. Like no one hear the music, the score.
The soundtrack was like the soundtrack was. I actually quite enjoyed it. I know there's like a TikTok song that's going around. And that's one of the songs. But I was actually thinking, how is this gonna be like in the film? But I feel like it was quite. They did pretty well. But I did like the soundtrack. That's one of the things I liked. Obviously, cinematographer. His name is Linus. What's his name? Where is it? Linus Sandgren. Guy did La La Land. He's doing Dune 3. Just saying. So obviously that's going to be 10 out of 10 cinematography. We do it in Dune 3, obviously. Yeah, cinematography. Yeah, brilliant. But yeah, that doesn't take anything away from the actual core, like, main points of the film. I was reading some. Obviously, I haven't read the book either. So I wanted to like read some, like, a bit of context about the actual book. Kathy is supposed to be like late teens, like 17, 18. But obviously, Margot Robbie's playing her, and Kathy's character is quite. To me, she was quite annoying to me. She's quite selfish, like a sport brat almost. And I don't know. I just really couldn't. Maybe because it's played by Margot Robbie, but I didn't really get that from her. I feel like maybe with a different actress, I feel like it would have come off on screen a bit better. I'm not saying she's not Margot Robbie ain't a good actress. I just feel like maybe this wasn't the role for her. Maybe someone. Same with Jacob Elordi. Actually, I'm not sure how old Heathcliff was supposed to be, but just with Kathy, I just couldn't really get that. Like, she's like she's so spoiled. She's very annoying to me. I feel like I couldn't really get that.
She's too grown for that. Like, she looks too
literally. So
That's fair. That's actually a very fair point.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have definitely benefited from actually doing proper casting instead of just picking two people that are universally attractive, and then
Yeah.
it's just like, okay, let's get everyone on our side. And I think that's what she wanted.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, I do actually think that's actually quite selfish.
Yeah.
You just done it because I don't know. Maybe there wasn't much thought in it, but the thought was very surface level. Like it's gonna be like, okay, we'll do amazing because only these two people are in it. Instead of actually,
It's what you were saying about like cinema in general, like getting like actors being bigger than the film. Like, I mean, I don't know what studio executives are saying. Like, they know these guys have big audiences. They're probably saying, like, Jacob Elordi done this, done that. Margot Robbie, all the girls love her, all the guys love her. In fact, so let's put them together. Romance, add a bit of romance, add a bit of like cheating, all that, love, kissing, all that. Release it on Valentine's Day. Everyone's lovey-dovey. They're probably thinking, what?
Yeah, money.
Like,
Yeah,
come on,
100.
like, so I feel like you just got to put a bit more thought into what actors are putting, what roles they're putting in. But yeah,
I'll be real. I mean, it works. Like, I'm guessing from a profit standpoint.
Oh, exactly.
Because people are gonna watch it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a good film. But it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell because of the time period, the actors, and like the overall plot. Because like their target audience, most people, they would already know what Wuthering Heights is about.
Yeah.
But then it's combined with, oh, it's around Valentine's Day. Then on top of that, Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. So it's the perfect recipe. But yeah, as we have established, film is it's not great.
It said, I think in the first week it hit 32.8 million.
Hey, that's a lot.
Oh wait, no.
What was the budget though?
In the first worldwide. Wait. Okay, it was number one. It was number one in Ireland. Number one international box office with 26.3 million in 76 markets. Ticket sale climbed up to 91.7.
Jesus Christ. What?
In Italy, 9.4. Australia, 8.3. Yeah, man. Yeah,
fair enough, man.
It's grossed up to 151.7 million worldwide.
Hey, Emerald, you get it, man. Emerald, all right, man. Flipping hell.
You win. No, she figured it out, man. She like that, or she could have threw anything out there, and it would have worked. That's literally what she did.
I also
Apparently the budget was 80 million.
Oh, fairs.
So they pretty much made double profit.
That's
crazy.
And yeah, crazy.
Oh.
Crazy what they can get up to. They.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. Do you guys feel like the film had enough time to go into what's the name? Jacob Elordi's character. I forgot.
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff. Do you think the film had enough time to go into what happened during that time skip, essentially?
Yeah, it's true.
They just said we actually don't know. He just came back. Like he looks different. He obviously looks richer. But we have no idea. Then he's like, oh yeah, I bought Wuthering Heights. How? You don't know what you do, bro.
No, he's not lying. It's true.
You're
it's
right.
They didn't get into that at all. And it was just kind of brushed over. It's like, okay, he's rich now. Okay. And then we just carried on with the same story. Like it didn't take the story anywhere else. Maybe, and that's the problem. I feel like maybe they could have used that to like create a bit of competition between the two of them, but it didn't. That would have been all right.
It would have made sense.
Yeah, and I was even thinking, that's the question I was going to ask. Like, how would you rewrite this? Like, what would you add to make this a better movie? Like, other than changing the cast,
Yeah.
what would you add?
I think we don't. I actually don't think we spend enough time. Maybe I don't know what they've got planned for the actual script, but the younger versions of the two characters, I feel like we don't really spend enough time with those two, and I feel like those what they did when they were kids, it will kind of it will influence how they are as adults. I feel like I was kind of missing like some key points about each of the characters. I feel like I wasn't really not spoon fed, but given like enough information to learn a bit more about the two protagonists. I feel like we don't spend enough time, or the film doesn't spend enough time with the young versions of the characters. It's quite a brief. I think they're only in the film for like 20 minutes, and then I think there's like a flashback or memory at the end. But
And
yeah,
that's what I wish I did. They probably would have done more. That I feel like it would have benefited with the actual story and progress the story, and we understand more about them if they kept doing the flashback.
yeah,
Like they were going
exactly.
in and out. I feel like they would have benefited more from that. Yeah, but for me, because I'm only thinking that after you said it. But for me, I felt like they could have made, like, we can see that Kathy is quite selfish, and I feel like maybe, and what's his name? What? Sorry,
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff. Heathcliff is, I don't know. Maybe I was getting the idea that he was kind of driven by lust or something like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe they could have benefited with like doing, like, everyone has the sin. There's a few characters. I think there's 5 of them. So Isabel, girlfriend, 2 dad. Wait. There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like they could have benefited from giving each character a sin. And the dad was
Like
drunk,
a
so
vibe.
maybe he could have.
Yeah.
The dad was a bit of a drinker, so maybe he could have done that. Heath lust, Kathy, might have to help me here, I'm not sure.
Selfishness.
Selfishness, yeah. The who was the husband? What's his
Edgar, I
name?
think his name was.
Edgar. Yeah, he could have been, I don't know, something to do with wealth and
Wealth,
riches.
yeah. Ooh.
And then
Nelly?
Isabel, I'm not sure about Isabel.
Isabel
Isabel
maybe.
something, and then Nelly something as well.
Yeah.
So I think they would have benefited there with doing something with the sins. But again, it's her interpretation, and maybe Kentish Productions, our interpretation of
Oi.
Emerald Wuthering Heights.
Oi.
But I feel like they would have definitely benefited because it would have given more substance, and it would have been more fun as well. I feel like that would have made it a bit more fun to watch.
Yeah.
The clashes of everyone's problems. So yeah, that's my wish they did.
I also agree. I think something else they could have done. A lot of times in the film they told us instead of showing us. This is something that you always bring up, that like when films show you and not tell you. There was a few instances like they said Heathcliff, like, oh, he's barbaric, he's rough. We didn't see that only until towards the end when he's with what's that other girl's name?
Isabel.
Isabella, sorry.
Yeah. But it's like we were told that throughout the whole film. And like even he, like, in some instances he was like, oh, I will kill for you. We don't see any of these behaviors. Throughout the film, he's very calm, he's very like demure whole time. But all of a sudden, I'll kill for you.
Fake demon.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we don't see that, like, that anger or that rashness from his character. So I feel like the film should have explored that.
Yeah.
They should show us more that, oh, this is the way he is. Then, like you said, maybe if they went back to them being kids, they could have used that to show us that, oh yeah, like he's always been like a troublemaker, done this, blah blah. So I feel like they really missed the mark in that regard. They could have done that a lot better.
Yeah, I feel like they only showed it once when I think it was the first scene when they were kids, when he just randomly screamed. I was just even a little bit confused about it. I was just like, why is he screaming for? But yeah, that's the only time I remember, and then just a couple, and then yeah, they didn't really show that much until the end with Isabella. So yeah, that's
I
definitely
can imagine.
a thing.
I can imagine because in writing books and I bring it to the screen. There's certain things which is always going to be a bit harder. So
Yeah,
like with this case, like Heathcliff's actions, that's a good point. They could have like maybe you put like an undertone of him being like quite like rash, because in the book, apparently he hangs Isabella's dog in the book. So obviously, in the book, it's easy. Exactly, it's easy to see. It's easy to read that and think, oh yeah, this guy's tapped. But Emerald's she's changed it obviously, and she's made it into like obviously Isabella was like almost a dog for Heathcliff, so
yeah,
she's adapted it in that way, and that obviously doesn't give the same that to me or to audiences like us. They probably like get a laugh out of that, chuckle like what's she doing? That's weird. But obviously, when you're reading it, if you read what actually happened, it's much more like crazy. But yeah, like they could have. Yeah, I agree. They could have shown that side of Heathcliff a bit more. I feel like I feel like Jacob Lloyd was trying to come across as like this like mysterious, like almost like monstrous, I don't know, character. But I didn't really. Maybe because it's Jacob Elordi, but I didn't really get that from him. But yeah.
But that's the thing. He can actually play that. Like in Euphoria, Josh, I think he played that. Like he was quite
Nate.
like I think it's the exact same character. I genuinely think it's the exact same
Like
character.
similarities, to be fair. There are similarities.
Yeah, I think it's the exact same character for me personally. But with that relationship with Isabella, there was one thing I did quite like that they kind of, I don't know, it was weird because there was a point where I thought Isabella got Heathcliff where she wanted him, where she kind of took what's the word, leverage of him. When he was like, oh yeah, but I don't know. Again, it just went back to some sexual fantasy kind of thing. Like it didn't go anywhere, and yeah, I thought okay, there's gonna be a bit of like push and pull here, and then I wibbled my mouse, and then I was like, oh, there's 20 minutes left.
I wiggled my mouth.
It's not going anywhere. So
oh my days.
it was very disheartening. Even with Edgar's character as well, felt very surface level.
I don't know what
he was just
I don't know what the book says about Edgar and Heathcliff because I think we only see them interact once. But I wonder if there was I like to wonder what it would be like if they had a bit more like screen time together. How would they interact with each other? Because the only time they're on screen is when obviously Kathy dies and then Heathcliff is even. I was just thinking, how is this going to turn out? Like, how are they going to act? But he just pushes her away. He pushes him away and then just walks into the to see her dead. But yeah, I wonder what that would have looked like if they.
You just unlocked something. Thank you.
What?
That another cringe scene when and he's shouting, "Somebody get the doctor, brother." What are you doing, bro?
Like, bro, she's damn near blue. What are you talking about?
Bro,
That's so cool.
Maybe they're showing he's uneducated.
She's dead, not breathing, not moving, has not moved in days. But someone get the doctor. All right.
Someone get the doctor.
That was so cool.
Honestly, watch it again. Hear the way he's talking, bro. It's awful. It's actually awful. But again, there were some good parts. And I watched on my laptop, and I said I was gonna watch it at the cinema today, but honestly, I just couldn't be bothered to get out of bed. Because it was like I said, it was visually really nice to watch, and again, I felt no substance. I was like, okay, this is something I can just watch and just like. I want to see this on the big screen, and especially was that scene. Honestly, I'll send it to you guys. It's actually an amazing scene. But yeah, I was like, okay, I need to watch this in the cinema. I couldn't find time to do it, so I just carried on watching it from my laptop. But yeah, visually, color-wise, color grading, all that. Some of the dresses were really nice as well. The costume wasn't too bad. I preferred Kathy and Isabella's, the females, or the women, sorry. the women's costumes were a lot more like nice and appealing. But yeah, that was probably the only two benefits for me. Everything else in the
Did you guys actually feel the romance, I guess, between Kathy and Heathcliff at like even at the start, like when there was, because obviously he grew up with her. I was actually thinking how would this play out, because they grew up together and it turned into a romance, which is quite funny to me because usually I think when you grow up with someone, surely does that turn into, isn't that more of like a brother sister? That's what I think. But obviously the film is not like that. But I mean the book's not like that. But
No, it depends, to be
did you
fair.
feel any sort of like romance between the two? Obviously that's a big point of the film, but
For me, yeah, I mentioned this before. Like their idea of romance, it didn't feel like romance. It just felt like two people who find each other attractive. That's not the definition of romance. It's like flirting with a girl that you find attractive, but you don't actually like. You can't see a future with this girl. That's the way I saw it. It just felt so surface level. That's like, oh, I find you attractive. You find me attractive. What's stopping us from making out or having sex? That was all I felt.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that regard, nah.
Exactly the same. Yeah. Don't even need to say anything. Yeah. I actually feel the same. What about you, Josh?
I struggled to see it between the two. Like another, guess not cringe scene, but like the film is basically he hears that she's getting married, and then he rides off into the distance. Then he comes back. Like I don't know. I feel like the film. I don't know how much
That's
they can
me
put
too.
in the film. Obviously, the book's probably quite long, but yeah, I feel like it's just little things that could have given us a bit more context. You know, a bit more like.
You see all the scenes where they were kissing and having sex, bro. Cut all that out and show us what actually happened.
Yeah.
Like we don't care. We've seen it. We've seen, bro. There was about 20 scenes of them doing the same thing.
That's
Like,
true,
bro,
though.
we get it. We understand.
That's true.
Just show me what happened.
And there was bare like scenes where people doing normal things, but the I don't know, the director of photography or whatever will make it like bare sexual. Like there was a scene where she was like playing with dough, like I think it was making bread or something. There was a scene where she was like playing dough. I was like, oh my days. There was another scene where Kathy puts her finger in the like jelly.
You know,
I was like, okay, I see what you man are trying to do. You're trying to like
My one was the egg one. That was I knew what kind of movie it was gonna be from there, bro. I knew what kind of when he went like this, bro. I knew what kind of movie. I said, nah, I'm not doing this.
it was just like obviously we're talking about that, and I feel like sometimes maybe I don't know if directors do this on purpose, put these stuff in just for people to like talk about shock value. I don't know, but I just like.
Yeah, because some people like that. At the end of the day, just there's people out there that like that kind of stuff.
But it has nothing to the film, though. It was just.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're wasting.
But remember, this reaches this. Remember, we enjoy films. We look at films from a different lens. Even all of us, all three of us, we look at films from a very different lens. And like I said, as much as I had the most to say about this movie before we even watched it, but I probably enjoyed it more than you two. I don't even know what I'd give it. Maybe 2.5 stars. I saw Josh give it 2.5, and Larry gave it a 2. But I'd probably give it the same. But this is a movie I would watch over, I don't know, 28 years later. Conclave.
Conclave, I disagree.
I would actually watch.
I disagree with Conclave.
That's fair. But again, it's different lenses. We all watch it from a different lens. And majority of the time, why I feel like this movie has reached 100 and this is Max's profit is because there's more people out there that don't care about all these kind of stuff. They just want to see two attractive
people. You're right. Now he's right, to be fair.
Make good scenes.
Right.
Soft porn, that's what they want.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. So, the very first scene, I was like, what is going on? What is going on? When you hear guys grunting, man's grunting, then you realize the guy's getting hung. You remember the
yeah.
Like, wait. Okay. Just stuff like that, like Fez, but
is that what they were doing back in the day? Guys were getting front row seats to hang you. That's like, yeah.
And we were the barbarians, bro.
Crazy.
Oh,
Is there anything else, or you guys want to get into the ratings?
Let's get some ratings.
yeah, let's get to ratings.
Okay, so yeah, here on Film Diaries, we don't have an overall rating. We have a different rating system. We rate it within 5 things and then find our average through there. So yeah, just give out the list.
So we have 6 different categories. We have the plot, characters, acting, score, cinematography, and the casting. And then we have an average of that. That's how we do it on Film Diaries. So the first one is the plots. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Could have been better. So thoughts on the plot.
I'll go first. Yeah, felt nothing, saw nothing, did nothing for me. So yeah, I'll probably give it. Was there even any form of the plot that I enjoyed? Maybe when Anne thought Kathy was lying and she just kind of it was almost Anne's fault that she died. So that was quite a good plot. So I'll give it a 2 for that.
I do like me, bro.
A
2.
Yeah,
I don't hate that.
I give the
That's cool.
plot. I give the plot. The plot's kind of weak. I'll give the plot a 3 out of 10. It's kind of weak. It was, yeah, like I said, it was just. I feel like they could have spent more time on specific events to give us a bit more context and to us to understand film a bit more, but they didn't. So 3 out of 10.
Bro, I'll give the plot. Wait, can I can do halves, right?
Yeah, as well.
I'll go with 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
This is just our respect for the book. Right, this film, ranking it as a film, there's so much they missed, and that there's so much they could have done that will boost the score up so much. Even though, let's say for us, it's not really a film we might watch. It's not. It doesn't really target us, but we can still recognize that, oh, this plot is good. This has depth, but it generally had nothing. So yeah, 2.5.
Okay, next one are the characters. Anyone stick out to you?
You know what? Edgar and Isabella. I liked Isabella's character a lot. And I even liked her acting as well, which I'll get into as well. So yeah, everyone but the main characters, I did enjoy. Like I said, I thought Heathcliff, whatever his name is like very There was no substance there. Kathy, there was no substance there. The dads had about 2 scenes. Like, who actually really cares? And I don't know, her motives were a bit weird.
Yeah.
But probably, yeah, the side characters kind of helped the movie, in my opinion. So yeah, for that, give it like a 3.
I'll give characters.
I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4.
Characters. I wouldn't say
I'm gonna stop being harsh.
I was pleased with Kathy. Heathcliff. Still, I feel like I needed a bit more from both the characters. Can't blame the actors though. But I do agree with you with the supporting characters. Isabella, Nelly. Maybe if we got a bit more of Nelly. I'll give characters a 4.
I kept saying Anne.
Yeah, I give characters a 4 out of 10.
So I don't like, honestly, I can't even think of what to give it because I don't know. But I think I'll just give it. Yeah, I'll give it a 3 as well. Just like what? Let's keep going, bro.
Next one is acting. So these are the actual actors' performances. They do well, even if it might have been a bad film. Did they give a good performance?
Side characters helped. Edgar, Isabella. Yeah, I'll give it a 2. Man.
2.
Yeah,
guys.
I didn't feel anything when when Kathy spoke, I felt nothing. I didn't even like because I just watched a movie called The Favorite, and obviously it was like set back in the day, and you can hear like emotion when they talk. Like it honestly, like you like there was for me, Kathy had no emotion when she spoke. There was no like even when you go look back at Hamlet or something, like when there was a bit of elegance and there was a bit of you felt something every word they said. That's how those like these kind of Victorian movies are like made. But with Kathy, I felt nothing. With Jacob Elordi, again, I said he had about 2 lines every scene because he cannot do the accent. And yeah, for me, Isabella was probably the best out of all of them. And for that, I'm giving it a 2.
I think I'll give it acting. To be honest, even though I did like the young Heathcliff, I liked his when he was like raging. I just got bare. Obviously, did adolescence. I just saw that again.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this before.
I'll give acting a 5 out of 10. I did like him. I liked Isabella. She was great. I do feel like they did their maybe not their best, but I think they were trying. I saw that they were trying. Maybe not too much on Margot's side. I don't really see it as Margot, but I feel like with Heathcliff or Jacob Lordy, I feel like I could see he was trying to be a much more complex character. But with Kathy, like Sheto said, I feel like there wasn't much. It was quite hollow for me. Her like line reads and stuff. But yeah, 5 out of 10.
I'm changing mine to 4. I'll change mine to 4. But I forgot about the younger characters.
Yeah, true.
Okay, I'll give Action a 5. Yeah, just average. I mean, they did what they could with what they were given. So you can't. I don't think you could blame the actors to like a degree because just the overall plot was flat. So it's like you can't really say, "Oh, the actors did a bad job. That's why this is bad." Well, obviously you can to a degree, but
True.
in this case, I can't really blame the actors. So I'll give them like an average 5.
Nice. Next one, score. Soundtrack. Sound design. Anything.
I didn't really like the kind of modern day music. I wasn't a fan of it. I feel like it didn't match. But again, I will pop the scene up and I will show you, man, after. That one scene alone, like honestly, I don't know why no one else realized it. It's actually so good. For that scene alone, I'll give it a 4.
4.
I didn't like the score. I think it doesn't match. It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't match the.
That was one of my actually like critiques about the score, or just the sounds in general, because I was hearing a lot of. Obviously, she's a modern day singer. I was hearing a lot of like not techno, but like technological like sounds. But maybe I mean each of their own. Maybe it matches like the vibe they're trying to go for. But even though it sounded good, did it fit the whole film as a whole? I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10. I feel that's fair.
Damn, that's quite high. Yeah, the school weren't bad, but it was nothing crazy. So I'll give it a 6.
Okay, next one is cinematography.
There we go. There we go. There was one scene I didn't like. I think it was when Kathy was outside the Wuthering Heights. Felt like it looked really CGI. Maybe because I'm watching on my laptop instead of at the cinema.
No,
but
I know it's as well.
Yeah. Josh, did you see it?
When she was outside Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, like the big buildings. It was dark.
I don't really get any CGI vibes, to be honest.
What?
See, go watch Frankenstein. Anyways,
I still hating on an future Oscar-winning film.
All right.
Anyways. For me, cinematography, I'll give it like a 8.5. Like I said, the only positive. I really enjoyed the color grading, some of the shots, some of the wide shots as well. Even though I didn't like the scene when Jacob was riding the horse, it was still very it was still very nice to watch. So
That scene is so funny to me, man.
She's probably, by the way, she's probably dead like 2 hours before he even received the news that she was there. But I was still going. Probably across the country as well. But
bro. Josh, is the equivalent. When Spike's dad ran out, that's my equivalent. That's my equivalent. But yeah.
Cinematography, probably the strongest element of the film. It's a shame because maybe that's what filmmakers are putting all their eggs in these days and forgetting about the actual writing.
Whoa.
What?
Stay on Hollywood. That's Hollywood, bro. Not on my side, bro.
No, on your side, Bez.
Not on my side.
I guess Cinematography 9, probably the best part of the film. Looks good, great, brilliant, beautiful. Even the costumes, even though that's not part of cinematography, it's just like even what they were wearing looks nice. Colors beautiful. So yeah, 9. I'll give it.
I'll give it an 8. There was one scene that was really cool. You know when what's her name, Kathy? No, not Kathy. Isabella was playing with her dolls, and she put it in a castle. Then it transitions to like inside. I don't know how to describe it, but she put the doll in the castle. Then it transitions to them and where they were standing. I thought that was really nicely done. Yeah, the coloring was really good. Some of the I like the shots when they're on like the mountain, wherever you want to call that place. Those were kind of nice. So yeah, 8 out of 10.
And the last one, the last one where we might actually have understanding for this one, casting, guys. Thoughts on the casting, guys?
That was my main problem with the movie before I even watched it. So yeah, but I felt like they did well with the other. Oh no, they didn't. I just realized I realized they didn't because how the casting works. Like they made the ethnic people. I don't know. Maybe should. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So yeah, might have to give it a 0.
First, I'm gonna cast on a 1. I was obviously Jacob Elordi, but I do like the young Heathcliff, innit? I kind of want to give props but he's only acting what he's been casting. But should he have been cast? Should it have even been a what? I give it 1 out of 10. I thought that's fair. Yeah.
Consolation.
Yeah.
I would also give it a 1 because I don't know. There was like I'm guessing they couldn't really make a mistake with the dad, like the drunkard gambler. So that gets my point, I guess. But yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And yeah.
Wow.
So
yeah, our ratings will be here on the screen. I think only one was This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
but I'm here for
and
it.
Kent is approved, obviously. So yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nowhere near. I think if we even double it, I still don't think it's.
I know. Actually, you're right. That's crazy. But yeah, that's been Kentish. Let us know your thoughts on Wuthering Heights as well. Wuthering Heights. Hope you enjoyed it. I wish you didn't. Maybe I was too negative, but also positive. Maybe you agreed with my 7 deadly sins, thing. And if you do, subscribe to us so we can start making movies. But yeah, it's been fun. I've had fun. That's a win in my belt.
And if you disagree, if you think the film was beautiful, amazing, if you think we're bugging, just comment.
Yeah, comment anything. Just say I watched. Okay, who cares? But yeah, that's a win for me. Josh got a win at the start of the year with Avatar. I got my lick back. And I will get my lick at the end of the year with Dude, bruv. Yeah, that's been Kentish. Like, comment, subscribe.
Peace.
And bye.